So I was makeup shopping this morning and I've realised the price of makeup has literally gone through the roof. I feel like when I compare it to when I was younger, you used to be able to get a full face for really, really cheap, and even the high-end products weren't as high-end as they are now. I remember going into town with my friends and being able to pick up a foundation, concealer and lipstick all for like under £15. Whereas now I was looking and literally everything is over £20 each, and even the lower end stuff has definitely gone way, way up in price. So I went through my makeup and I found all of my best pieces that I really, really love that are all under £10. Because what I've come to realise is, even though I have bought a lot of high-end makeup, which I really, really do love, a lot of the time it's more about the application of the makeup rather than the actual product itself. Don't get me wrong, obviously if you spend a little bit less on makeup, there can be compromises that you are making. And there are some really high-end makeup products that I really love and I feel like they've formulated very, very well. However, at the same time, there's a lot of really, really great makeup that I love, which is much, much cheaper, and I actually prefer it to my higher end products. So today I'm going to go through and show you a full face of makeup doing my techniques, and all of the products using are under £10. So let's just jump straight in. So starting off, I am starting with my brows. I always start with my brows first and my eyes, because if I have any fallout and I want to clear it up after, it's much easier to do doing your foundation after your eyes. Just what I prefer to do. I never used to do this, but ever since I've done makeup on other people, I find it's the best technique to do. So anyway, starting with brows, my most used brow pencil, I use this on myself, I use this in my kit, I really, really love this. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and for myself, I use the shade Ash Brown. So for the pencil, it is a micro pencil, so it's a really, really skinny little end. I find it gives a really nice natural look to your brows, and it lasts a really, really long time, so I really, really love this. So what I do to start off with, I use the end with the brush, and I literally just brush through my brows, and I brush them in the position that I'm going to stick them down, as it allows me to see which areas are most sparse and need filling in. I always start with the end of my brow because I don't want it to be too heavy at the front, so start at the end to sort of get that initial colour down. And I normally start at around my arch, so I'm just going to ever so lightly just start filling in that area, and then also just going underneath, getting that initial shape around the arch of my brow. And I do keep going in back and forth, so I'm going in with the pencil itself and then going back in with the brush afterwards. So then when it comes to the front of the brow, I literally just start at the bottom and I just go across to define a little bit more, then going back in with the brush. I'm going to brush that product up just so I don't want it being too heavy. So that is one brow done. You can see there's such a difference there. It does look quite bold at the minute, but that's because I haven't got anything on my eyes or the rest of my skin. What I'm going to do is do the second brow, come back, and then we're going to stick them down. Now both brows are done, it's time to stick them down. So to do this, I am going to use the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. This is really, really good. It's only £8 and I find it sticks my brows down really well. I have used higher end versions of this and I prefer this one over the high end. So it's a very, very great brow gel. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but the brow pencil is only £10, but it lasts absolutely ages. I've had mine for ages and it's still going strong. So now for the brow gel, what I do is I obviously take it out the packaging. I always wipe off any excess product. I feel like when you put too much product on, that is when it can go really wrong. It can look heavy and it can go cakey. So I always wipe off any excess product. And then what I'm going to do is just start in an upwards motion, brushing through my brow. And this does come with two sides. So obviously you've got the brush that I'm brushing through with. There is also a brush at the top, which I use occasionally, but normally I like to just sort of press the brow down to keep it all stuck in place. So I literally do a couple coats with this and then press on top with my finger. And this is now my brows done. So they're thoroughly set in place. The colours there, they are not moving at all. They are literally stuck down. Literally gonna last ages, and both of those products together are still cheaper than one high-end product for your brow. So next up, I'm going in on the eyes, and what I'm gonna do is just pop a little bit of my concealer that I'm gonna use later on as an eyeshadow primer. And then I tend to just brush that in with a flat top brush. I always like to make sure that the outsides are blended properly. If you do leave any concealer unblended, it can sort of go a bit cakey and dry out, and if your eyeshadow goes on top, it can make it look really crusty. So make sure that you really, really blend and you can seal it on your lid. Now for eyeshadow, I'm going in with one of my favourite brands of all time for eyeshadow. They do such a range of different colours. So the one I've got here is one of their mini palettes. However, they do bigger palettes if you want to expand your budget a little bit more. The mini palettes are £10 and I think the bigger ones are about 25. So these are the Beauty Bay eyeshadow palettes, and today I'm using my Smoky palette. These palettes are amazing. They've got such good colour payoff and they blend amazingly. So I'm going to go in with this and we're going to create that nice cool toned smoky look. So starting off using a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to go in with the shade Clouds, which is this lightish grey one just at the top here. And I'm just going to start off by lightly blending that just through the crease. So that is that initial colour done. I'm now going in with the shade next to it, which is Mountain, which is a little bit more of a darker grey. And I'm just going to pop that on the outer corner and then slightly through the crease. But I don't want to go too far in, so I'm just going to start using that lightly on a little flat brush. And something I really love about these eyeshadows is that you don't actually have to use a lot of product to get the colour built up. I do also love that there's not much fallout at all in the palette. I have found a few, again, of my high-end palettes have a lot of fallout. So I've just pat that colour down and then going back in with my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start to blend that second shade out. So I have just added that deeper shade on that eye. I'm then going in with the darker shade, which is Shadow, which is one at the bottom here, and I am just going to pop that on the outer corner. I don't want to go in too far with this as I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm just adding a little bit of that on the outer corner and then I'm going to blend that through again. So now I've added that darker colour to both sides of my eye. I'm going to go back in with my concealer and I'm just going to start to cut the crease ever so slightly, like so, and then I'm just going to go back in with that fluffy brush that I used and just blend the two together. I always feel like you have to blend in before you put any of the eyeshadow down, because if you don't, it will look like you've got a big line between your eyes. So make sure that you do blend these two together. Now to add a bit of shimmer to the eye, I'm going to go in with this bright one here. This is in the shade Fairy, and I always take a shimmer on my finger because they just come out a lot better. So I'm going to start off by popping that just on the inner corner of the eye. I'm then going in with the shade Wish, which is a slightly more warmer tone, almost like a mix between a silver and a gold. Taking that again on my ring finger, and I'm just going to start to put that on the rest of where I've cut my crease, to slightly further in on the eye. And these shimmers, again, for the price, are really great. They don't have any fallout and they have a really nice shine to them. So when you see them in the light, they just give that really nice glow. Now that eyeshadow is done, I'm going in with my eyeliner, and this one is a number 7 Stay Perfect eye pencil in the shade Purple. And this pencil is really good because it's got a lot of colour payoff. Again, I think it's only about £8. They are very much waterproof. They do not smudge. They literally, once they're on, they are on for the entire day. I really like these. Again, better than a lot of my higher end ones. And what I'm going to do with this is pop it all along my eye and create a little bit of a wing. So now that eyeliner is done, I'm moving on to lashes. So for lashes, I always use the same brand and the same glue. So for glue, I always use my Duo Lash Glue. This is £7. I use it in my kit. I've literally been using this for years. I just stick with it. It works really well. And then for the brand of lashes, I always use Ardell. I just find they're really great quality for a really great price, and they last really well and they sit really well, and the band isn't heavy. So if you don't like wearing lashes, this is definitely a brand to go for. So I'm just going to pop these on, and the lashes I'm using today are the Wispies 113. And what I do when I use these lashes is I always put the glue on, I let it get tacky, so I shake it maybe for about a minute, and then what I do when I apply them, I always start off on the outside of my eye and then apply the inside later with my tweezers. So just starting off on the outside and popping the lash on the outside, and then I go in afterwards on the inside and then push down with my finger, and that tends to hold my lashes on all day. Just doing the same on the other side. I've applied a light layer of glue and then I'm just letting it get tacky, and then always starting on the outside of my eye, I'm just sticking it down there and then going back in with my tweezers and applying on the front of my eye and then pressing down. Now my lashes are applied, I want to blend my natural lashes in with the false ones, so I'm going in with mascara. The mascara, I really like this one. It's really black and it's really good for separating. It is the collection Raise the Roof mascara. This is really cheap. I think it's about £6, and it's a really great mascara. It does remind me of the Benefit Roller Lash. And I'm just applying a couple of coats to my lashes, and you can see this really darkens up the falsies and adds a lot more lift. Now going in with primer, this is a really popular one. I think it's one of the most popular primers that are at the lower end. I really, really love this, and I always pick this over higher end primers. It's definitely my favourite primer of all time, which you can tell because it's almost empty. This is my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And then this again is only £10. It's very much meant to be like the Milk Makeup one, but I just find that this is the best primer on the market, and it is a fraction of the price of so many other ones. Next up for my foundation, this again is from Collection. This is the Lasting Perfection Matte Finish Foundation. This has got such good coverage to it. I prefer this over, again, a lot more of my high-end foundations. It's really cheap, it's only £8. So I'm using the shade 1N Rose Porcelain Neutral. And for this, you don't honestly need a lot of the product, so it only needs a little bit of product to cover your whole skin. So I'm just taking this, and what I do is I just do a couple of squirts on the back of my hand. I'm then just taking an angled foundation brush, and I'm just going to start applying this all over the skin. And with this foundation, I do definitely find that a little goes a long way, so you don't actually need to put a lot on to get a good amount of coverage. I have also used this foundation with a range of skincare and primers underneath, and it seems to work with absolutely everything that I've tried it with. So it's a very versatile foundation, and again, for the price, for £8, that's like a fraction of what a lot of other foundations are. So I'm literally just taking this all over the skin, blending it in, and it's just given so much coverage. Now foundation is done, we're onto concealer. This is the one I use to prep my eyes. I love this concealer. It's a brand new one. Again, it's not sponsored, but it is from Collection, and this is their Ultra Cover Concealer. It has up to 16 hours wear, and the coverage on this is incredible. Only about £5, and it's so much better than a lot of the high-end ones I've used. I've literally put this in my kit. I love it so much. It's got great coverage, it doesn't crease, and it's just an amazing concealer. And what I do to apply this is I pop a little bit just on the inner corner, sort of bring it down like that, and then I like to add a little bit just on the outside of the eye as well. So you don't actually need a lot of product to get that good coverage. And I love going in with a brush to do my concealer, so I'm just going in with this little concealer brush and ever so lightly just tapping that in. I don't want to rub because it will disturb my foundation and everything underneath. And then I am just tapping this and blending it all the way out. So I'm making sure, again, like I did on the top part of my eye, I'm making sure every single part of the concealer is completely blending out, and that there's no parts that are sort of sat on the skin with a lot of product on, because if you do have that, that's when you get the creasing. And once that's blended, I'm setting this in place straight away. I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. These are so cheap. They're literally like £3 or £4. Really, really cheap, really, really good. And I'm using the shade Pink Blossom for this. So I'm just starting off with the powder slightly under my eye, just popping a little bit on there. And I do find now I always use a powder puff. Again, these are really, really cheap, but I find by using a powder puff, it's much more blurring than if I were to use a sponge or a brush, and it really packs the powder in. If you have got oily skin, I would say that a powder puff works a lot better rather than a brush or a sponge, which I feel like doesn't pack the powder in enough for me. So now that's completely set in place, I want to add a bit of colour back into my skin, and this product is probably one of the best deals out of everything I own. It's a 3-in-1, so you have got a bronzer, a blusher and a highlight all in one palette, all for £10, and it's so good. This is the Sleek Face Form Contouring Palette, and I use the shade Light. And I'm starting off with my Real Techniques brush, and I'm using the contour shade just to shape my face. And I'm just going to go in around the sides of my face in a circular motion to add a little bit more warmth and shape. I'm also just adding a little bit of this on the sides of the head, along with on the side of the nose. I feel like if I don't put any contour on the side of my nose looks very flat. Just added that contour on the one side here. It just makes my skin look a little bit more alive and more awake. It doesn't look as flat as it did without doing that. So I'm just adding some on the other side as well. Now adding some warmth to the face, I'm going in with this blusher. This is like a corally colour with a little bit of like a gold shimmer in, so it's really, really nice for the summer. And again, I'm just going to pop this on the top of where I put that contour in a circular motion, but I have used a fluffier brush for this, so this is a blusher brush. I also like to put a little bit of this on my nose, as I think you should put blusher where the sun naturally hits. Now my blusher is done, I'm going in with my highlighter, and to be honest with you, I still use the same blusher brush, and I literally just ever so lightly, where I've put the blusher, roll a little bit of that highlighter just on the top. I don't want to go in too much, I just like to add a little bit. That is a really great palette for having absolutely everything in it for under £10, and it just works so well and blends out so nicely, so I really, really love that palette. Now my base is done, we've just got lips to do. What I tend to like to do as well, just before I do my lips, is go back in with that darker shade of eyeshadow and just pop this underneath the eye on the outer corner. So just added a little bit more of that eyeshadow and then a little bit of mascara just on the top. Now for the lips, I've got two products here which I really, really love. The first one is my lip liner. I always have to have a lip liner. This one is such a great lip liner for lasting. It lasts so long. Even when I eat, it's still on my lips, and the colour I absolutely adore. So this is from Avon. So this is the Glimmer Stick from Avon lip liner in the shade Mystery Mauve. This reminds me so much of a lip liner I used to love from NYX, which they discontinued. Very, very similar, and it lasts absolutely ages. It's also a swizzle up lip liner, so you don't have to worry about sharpening it. It's just really, really good. So I'm going to start popping this on my lips, and what I always do is I overline the centre of my bottom lip, the centre of my top lip, and then I follow my natural lip line on the top and bottom inner corner here. So I overline here, but follow my natural lip there. Now to add a little bit of gloss and colour to my lips, I'm going in with this. This is from Glow Hub. It is their lip gloss in the shade Thirsty. I really, really love this brand. A few of their products are over the £10 mark, so I couldn't use them today. As a brand, all of their products are really, really great. So this tastes like watermelon, and it just makes your lips look so juicy and plump. I really, really love this. And the applicator to apply it is a really nice little size. So I really, really like this, and it smells so good. So what I'm gonna do is apply this just inside where I pop that lip liner. So that is the lip gloss all applied. This is only £10 and the lip liner is only £6.50. So altogether this lip look only costs $16.50, which again is much cheaper than one product on its own. Finally, to set that all in place, another product from Collection, I really like this brand, is their Filter Finish setting spray. This is my favourite setting spray of all time. I'd say this and the Urban Decay All Nighter, but obviously a big price difference between the two, as this is under £10, whereas I think the Urban Decay is now around 30, so huge difference. The mist on this is really, really great, and it also holds the makeup all day. I really, really like this. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on the top. So then here is the makeup all complete. As you can see, I personally feel like it's not that much different to high end. Like, you wouldn't really know how much money I had spent on my makeup. Not to be like vain, I don't think, but I just feel like it's more about the application of how you apply your makeup over how much you spend on it, because you can spend a lot on one product and it can still be a bad product. So these are all of my best products that I find work just as well as a high-end product for under £10. So let me know what you think of the makeup anyway. This is the sort of colour and the style that I like. I know the eyes are a little bit more cool toned. However, there are so many more warm toned palettes that are also under £10. So let me know what you think anyway. What do you like about the makeup? Is there any products that stood out to you? And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did need any advice on any products, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you in my next one. Thanks again, and goodbye.